We are busy getting ready for our new addition, our Southeastern Guide Dog puppy. Stephanie, fortunately, is going to be the puppy raiser in the group with Southeastern Guide Dogs, but we need your help in picking a name for our future superhero. Larissa Daigle from Southeastern Guide Dogs is here today to explain why a guide dog's name is so important. Why is that, Clarissa?
Hi there. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Well, I will tell you, the name is important for a couple of reasons. One, our puppies are all named by sponsors who support Southeastern Guide Dogs.
Oh.
And in order to do that, they make a gift to Southeastern Guide Dogs, and part of that is to be able to name the puppy. So the puppy is named using perhaps a name that might be special to them, or perhaps in memory of someone, or perhaps a pet that they've had in the past. So also, once the dog is given to its handler, then they'll want to make sure that they have a name that goes throughout the puppydom and the training and all the way through till the dog is given to his handler.
Oh, yeah, so people don't keep giving this dog different names along the way.
Exactly.
Well, now, how do you pick those names? Once the sponsor says, this is what I'd like to name it,
Sure.
how do you pick?
Sure. So usually we ask them for a couple of different choices because we have about 250 puppies a year that come through Southeastern Guide Dogs. We breed and raise them. And so as you can imagine, there are a lot of names that have to be sort of recycled if we have names that perhaps might come up more than once. So we ask our sponsors to give us a couple of choices. Typically they would suggest names. Sometimes they're names of humans, sometimes they're names, funny names. And then they actually have to pass a curb test.
What's a curb test?
A great question. So a curb test, as you can imagine, these dogs are really, we consider them superheroes, and they're incredibly well trained, and they're really wonderful dogs that are so important to give folks their independence. And so our handlers will be walking along, for example, imagine a busy street, and imagine a dog being asked to sit. So for example, if we want to have a name that is comfortable for the handler to use, within earshot of other people.
Okay, that
Are
makes
there
sense.
names that you can't give them?
I imagine
Yes.
you
What?
said in a curve shot of other people, so nothing too extreme or cursing or things like that. It has to be PG kind of thing.
Any other
Absolutely.
names that just don't work?
Well, for example, let me give you sort of an interesting example. We had a name that was submitted recently, and the name was Beach, which really is a lovely name for Florida, correct? But imagine if you were on a busy street corner and heard someone say, "Sit, Beach."
It could sound a little bit different.
Get a little iffy.
Get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that would. And you know what, I also wonder too, though, because sometimes animals have personalities. Sometimes I would think you want the dog to be named after its personality, like if it's an active thing.
Yeah, this one's active. Maggie's
So
active.
how do you handle that?
You're not going anywhere.
Well, we do have a little bit of discretion. So, for example, when someone submits a name, there are a lot of things that have to happen to get that name to be placed with a puppy. So when that name comes up, actually we have someone on our staff who does that and does that beautifully well. We'll sort of work with our kennel staff, our puppy kennel staff, to look at the current litters. And there may be a dog who's really, really, sort of rambunctious and robust, and might be a yellow female. Someone may have requested a female name, and so we might say, Scooby-Doo or something like that might be a really good name for a robust female. So there is a little bit of art and science as well.
My dog was a career change dog, and his name was Murphy. He got Murphy when he was born.
That's a great
I was
name.
always proud of that. Now, you've got a short list of the names you can give the Southeastern Guide Dog puppy, don't you, Stephanie?
We do. So we have some really exciting news. We need you to help us name our Southeast Guide Dog puppy. So we have worked with Southeastern Guide Dogs to come up with a short list, because these are all puppy approved. So here they are. Radar, also Blitz.
Love it, love it.
I know, Linda's liking that one.
that.
We can't vote, though. We need everyone else, too. Wrigley,
Chewing gum.
also Tito, and finally Scoop. So Radar, Blitz, Wrigley, Tito, and Scoop. And what we need you to do is go to our Suncoast View Facebook page where there is a poll and vote for the name that you think our Suncoast View guide dog should have. And
I'm
we're
gonna
very
vote.
excited about that as well. And Larissa, you have also been a puppy raiser,
Yeah.
correct?
I have.
All
yeah,
right,
it
tell
was-
us what we have to look forward to.
It's really a blast, Stephanie. It's going to be probably the most challenging and fun and exciting and really rewarding job you'll ever have. Perhaps after child. But very similar, many very similar things.
Absolutely. Well, this Maggie girl here has given lots and lots of hugs, and I can tell she is very
very
excited to go be a future superhero.
Well, has ours been born yet?
I don't know. I would guess it has been born yet. I think you're probably scheduled to receive it perhaps next month or so.
Yeah, we're just a few weeks out.
Great.
So
Oh,
Linda,
okay.
it has been born. We just don't know who it is yet.
You know what they say, Stephanie? Get a lot of sleep because you won't be sleeping after
have a
the
new
puppy
baby in the
comes
family.
That's
along.
right.
And again,
all
you
worth
can
it.
help name it by going to facebook.com/MySuncoastView. We want to see which one of those names you like. Next, we're going to have a beer collaboration.